Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. I don't know which fucking idiot actually programmed it like to say, "Oh, welcome aboard, Captain." But hey, whatever. Let's go inside of the Seema or the submarine. Cyclops, I still have to learn that it's called the Cyclops. Now I put the watermelons here first. And if I'm correct, you should be able to place the other growth bed just right here. It means that you will have to build a bit of a glitchy way, but think about it. You have 2 growth beds. Now I actually think people use this one. That kind of holds 4 inside of it. But hey, I like to be an amazing person. Actually, I should have done that. I can translate it later. I will see how it works. But for now, let's just let it grow. Now, I actually wonder, can you actually do that? No, that's inside. We need an insider. As far as I can see, you can actually not do that. Cannot do a nuclear reactor either. What's the normal water? Not even spotlights. No floodlights. You can place this stuff though. So if they want, you can do that. I even can take a Jacksepticeye tank or a Markiplier. Now you can build a medkit fabricator, communication fabricator and everything in here. Also lockers and everything. Chargers, power cell chargers, everything you want to do. You can bake in here. But still do mind bake. I had no idea what I was. I probably crashed into the side of the building. Either way, do mind that it will take up power. And I probably have crashed it into the side of this mountain. That's why I make that sound. Either way, that's what happened. Now we actually have our 3 mushrooms. Yay, actually finally. Let's make that benzene then. And we need salt. What do we need? We need a polyline. For that we need gold and salt and gold. Salt and gold. Let's see. Gold and salt. Drink one of the water bottles. God damn it. Tap. Okay, we're full. And let's make the hydraulic acid. The polymer line. Let's take a second power cell with us. Just in case. So Seamorph is getting run out of power by using this charger thingy. Let's get a little bit lucky the more we go over to the Cyclops because of the growing bed probably. Let's make the polyline. Now I will take off the Seamorph. I will make it better. Don't worry about it. And let's stick this perimeter defense in it. Now, what was the blueprints? Oh, those two. Okay. Now, I also found more data on our designated survivors. I thought I did. Yes, the designated survivors. So, Malady. Please stop fighting and listen. We're sick. What? How? You've been coughing, right? Feeling itchy, blistering? Yeah. If we're sick, the suit bio matrix would have warned us. It's something new. It's not in the database. Come on then. What's it doing? Turn inside out? Dissolve us into slime? It's an alien bacteria we have been ingesting some with. Got everything. We got here. Everything on this planet is riddled with it. Sooner or later it's going to kill us by somehow the creature here survived. Creatures here survived. Need me to cut some open for you? Find out what to make them tick? No. Just tell me what you need, son. Materials, test subjects, whatever it is. I'll make sure you have it. Just leave me alone to think. So they actually think about it. The same disease that we had, they have as well. So it was existing when they landed. Now, the risk taking. Voice log. I hope that someday will become indeed a voice log. Sounds of heads closing. Margaret Mayday has boarded the habitat. What are you so happy about, Meredith? Say, kid, I brought you something. Is that a Leviathan outside? Towed it home on the back of the sub. You killed that thing? It's still breathing. I was about to finish the job, but I stay and chat if you like. No? Then make yourself useful and pass me the hardened knife. Are you out of your mind? You brought that thing here? What if it's comatose as it looks? What if the others come? You prefer it got curious and came of its own accord, or messed up and dragged here? Or got messed up and dragged here. When we cut off this planet, I'm going to drag you through every court in the damn Federation. So they actually killed a Leviathan and actually brought it over to the base. Now, what Leviathan did he bring? Because it just tells Leviathan. Now, here's the disaster. I'm going to tell you already, this is probably the last entry what we will hear from the Dekashi survivors. I had it with you're risking our lives. Oh, stow it, Chief. The kids can't kill this disease without specimens for his research. I'm the one bringing him home. But tell her I'm right. You're both wrong, wrong. Margaret, I can't find out how they resist the bacteria if you slaughter them. I ain't often they obliged coming in alive. That wasn't his point, and you know it. We need to take more precautions. Father, the outcome no better if you hold up here and don't go outside. You have to find a middle way. There is no compromise. Not while she is on my sea base. Your sea base? I'm going outside. Bart Torgal has disembarked the habitat. Bart, it's dangerous out. Dangerous. Damn it, boy. I know you can hear me. A fighting sound. Chief, get off the radio and put on your helmet. What? Brace! Sounds of the habitat rupturing and water pouring in. So a Leviathan actually punched into their base in the deep reef and killed our designated survivors. That was the last log that we got from them. There's a peeper underneath my submarine. That was the whole designated survivor thingies. Also, by the way, I turned around my bioreactor. There we go. Now this one has been staying near for the longest I can remember. And now it's for us to find out what the disease is and where it came from. So what we're going to do, we're going to spring into the sea moth.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And let's go to the deep reef to find out what actually the other alien facility base does. Now, we have now this one. Now if I press C, the left, right, or the left mouse button, it will shoot a charge. That charge, as far as I know, takes damage from you, or takes energy from your ship, and put it out in an electric charge around you that hurts other monsters. At least takes them off of you. Now, you know that there is another creature that did that as well. That's actually where we a little bit took it from. It's the those worm thingies with the electric eels. The electric eels is what they took from it. But we can use it as well. Now let's see how useful this is, because we're actually going down into the quite dangerous area called to you. And I'm going to say it already, because we're going over there and you will see it. We're going over to the Lost River. It already sounds fucking horrible. And it is horrible. But it has become more horrible because I heard about another Leviathan. Now I'm also going to tell you about that one, because we probably will run into it already once we're in there. What we're going to run into, probably, I have no clue if we are going to run into it. It's called the Coast Leviathan. We're running into more fish than I thought we would. So we're going inside of the deep reef. And when you notice that there were those big, strong yellow platings on the deep reef, and you went all the way down, you notice something special as well. There were caves underneath it. Now, this is what I mean with a cave. You can even put your Cyclops in here. I actually didn't even look how deep the Cyclops could go. But the Cyclops can go in here. And it will only go down. And down. And down. Now, welcome. And as far as I know, this is called the Boneyard. Now those fish over there are dangerous. I'm not going too close to them. I actually want to see if I could... No, I cannot. Is that what I'm looking for? No, it isn't. Welcome to the Boneyard. Now these are bonefish. We're not actually looking for them. What I'm actually looking for in an interesting way is two things. That rock what is just floating there. What is nickel ore, that we're going to need. And I have no other way how to find him. Now there's indeed a lot of this gel. A lot of aluminite. And as you can see, there's already something interesting for us over there. Now, in the Lost River, and I could tell this just one time, you find these little portals. Like we take some aluminum crystals. And I'm going inside this one. I have no clue what happens if you go inside of one of these. Because I haven't been in this one yet. So I'm actually taking out my knife. And let's see what we found inside of this base. Now it's the normal the lights of the alien base. Let's see what we found. Now this is completely new to me. We come to the point where most of the stuff that I'm going to see here is new to me. Like this already is new to me. Now it looks like a big trunk is above us. Let's see. Oh, hold on a second, but that's not new. We know what that is. It's an ion gate. Now I am being an idiot, and I forgot to bring an ion crystal with me. So let's actually see if I can find a way to actually spawn in. I'm going to throw away one later. I will show you that I'm throwing one out later. I just want to have it in my inventory now. I actually forgot it, so that's a problem. Let's see.